is barbecue season, and many of us have our go-to grilling staples, but our next guest wants to help us shake things up a bit with a Filipino twist.
So here with some classic Filipino dishes perfect for your next summertime feast, please join us in welcoming head chef and owner of Islas Filipino BBQ and Bar, Marc Buenaventura. Welcome.
We cannot wait to try this amazing food that you've brought for us, but let's start with why barbecue was kind of your entry into the culinary world.
Of course. Well, being Philippines a very tropical country, if you go there, there's always smoke in the air. They're always barbecuing outside. And here in Toronto, we're always in the parks and celebrating birthdays and stuff in the park, right? So.
And barbecue is in the middle of it.
Barbecue's
right.
always there, yeah.
It's right in the middle of it. Okay, so obviously, you know, my mother's Filipino, and this is the Filipino staple in all of our households. Squid in particular is, for me, it brings up so much nostalgia. It's one of my favorite dishes. So we're gonna start there. You've got vegetable stuffed baby squids.
Oh, come on.
So tell us about it, and we're gonna give it a taste.
All right, so it's just over there at the end. So this was one of our dishes we first opened up the restaurant with, and I think squid were meant to be stuffed just because it has that whole space in there.
Oh my gosh, so good.
And we stuff it with carrots, onions, ginger, and we add this moringa sauce, right, to give it that kick.
This is the green sauce, right?
That's
that
the
we're
green
seeing?
sauce,
Okay,
yes.
yeah, what's in it?
So moringa is a leaf known to like in Asia, this one particularly in India and Africa. So it has benefits for like cholesterol and blood pressure. So we do it like a pesto, right? I made it with a pesto with cashews, garlic, olive oil, and a little spinach.
I love how much ginger is in with the stuffing. It's ginger that I taste,
Yes.
right? Oh, it's so good.
And it's not squid forward. I think people might think there's gonna be a lot of squid. That's not what you taste first. You actually taste the vegetables first.
Yes, a little bit of both, yes.
A little bit of both. Okay, so we're gonna go up next to our next dish, and it is grilled stuffed fish in banana leaves. Now, for people who are not familiar, we Filipinos will eat what we call kumayan style, which is sort of communal dining on top of banana leaves. And so tell us about, we're gonna dig in, the background on this next dish.
Yes, so right here we have the fish. It's already unwrapped, but we wrap the fish whole and we stuff it with like tomatoes, onions, also ginger again. We squeeze a lot of lemon on it and we butter the leaves before we wrap them. So, you know, you get that extra flavor as well.
What do the leaves do, being wrapped in them?
So with the leaves, because in the Philippines, it's abundance there, right? So they use it for a lot of cooking dishes, even some of their desserts. But what it does, it adds like a little bit more herbal flavor to the dish. And it also protects it while you're grilling.
It's like the best foil paper you've ever had.
That's
But
right.
It's
you can
really
eat it.
durable.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about banana leaves. Where can people find banana leaves here?
You can actually find these in most Asian grocery stores. They're usually in the frozen section of the store. But yeah, most stores have them now.
Yeah,
You know,
delicious.
seeing the whole fish there, fun fact, in my family, the kids used to fight over the eyeballs and the eye cheeks. They're so good. If you haven't tried it, try it. Okay, next you have a Filipino take on the Chinese spring roll. It's called the lumpia. We're gonna make our, lumpia?
Lumpia.
Lumpia. We're gonna make our own today, but first give us the background on lumpia.
All right, so lumpia is, I guess, if you have a Filipino friend, you've probably tried lumpia before. It's something that I grew up watching my aunts and my mom, like they would always be rolling in the kitchen, right? And every time they're cooking them, I'd be like, let me have the first one, let me have one. And it's just one of those things, everyone I think loves it. So we have two kinds here. We brought a fish and a vegetable spring roll.
So this is our actual...
And these are your wrappers you guys are gonna use, okay?
Great, okay.
So you can take a scoop of each.
So that's the veg for you,
go ahead, you go
and
ahead.
then
Yeah.
fish for me, okay. How big of a scoop?
This is
Maybe
always
like
the
a
trick.
heaping?
It's about a tablespoon, yeah.
Okay,
Tablespoon works.
tablespoon,
Because you
yeah.
want to be able to close the wrap,
Okay.
right? Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
got
You
it.
could make it like kind of stretch it out on the wrapper. Yeah,
All right.
just like that. Try to do like a line.
My mom's watching, and she's like, you better do this right. Or else.
Okay, we've made a line. Okay,
All
made a
right?
line.
And then what you're gonna do is kind of wrap it like a gift. So you're gonna take the first bottom corner, wrap it over the Yeah?
Yeah.
The stuffing.
The corners meet.
And then you're gonna take both ends and fold them in.
Mark, you're dying to jump in. I feel it, and I love it. I like that. Okay.
Right? And then you wanna get a tight roll as possible, okay? So when you're rolling it, try to like get the wrapper really tight.
Okay.
I have a little paste here made with cornstarch.
I'm gonna use my fingers.
Just
yeah.
add a little bit at the top.
Yeah.
And that should keep it together.
My mom sometimes just uses egg whites. That occur too, okay?
Okay.
So look, we did good, I think.
Yeah.
Mark, what do you think?
Yeah, looks great, looks great.
I want to talk. Tita, how did I do?
I'm impressed with us.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
And,
I'm gonna
you
try it.
have a
Is it
little
this one,
sample
right?
there, yeah. You have a sample there to try. So what we could also do with the fish is like, say you have some leftover fish, what we would usually
winner.
do is just add some of the ingredients to it, like the carrots, the onions, and then we could use that as the ingredients for the spring roll, right?
Okay, we're gonna talk about condiments for a second because we have something very specific in Filipino culture called banana ketchup. What is banana ketchup and where is it used?
All right, so we have some here, just a little bit on this side. So banana ketchup, we use that for like, the spring rolls, obviously, but most of our dishes, like how we would use ketchup here. But it was just at a time in the Philippines where I think it was in the World War II, and they didn't have much tomatoes at that time, and they had an abundance of bananas. So one of the chefs there, she created this condiment, and it just became a big thing across the country.
Banana ketchup.
So what is it? So it's bananas?
So it's mixed with bananas, vinegar, spices. It gives the red coloring from. They could either use dye or annatto, just to give that
Give
red
it a little
color.
taste.
Can I
give it a
just
little taste.
dip it into here? I'm gonna.
But you
Oh,
want
wait,
it
that
to
was really
taste a
soft.
little
Wait,
bit
wait.
sweet.
I'm just messing up the set. Sorry, Mel. There we go.
Okay. Here, let me
There it
just go
is.
like this.
Yeah,
And then
just like
I
that,
want to
yeah.
taste. And is the banana flavor overpowering?
Not really. It should be sweet and sour because of the vinegar.
Yeah.
It's so good. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna finish things off with what you consider one of the best grilled chicken recipes out there. It's called chicken inaso.
Inaso. Yeah.
Inaso, fill us in.
All right, so chicken inaso. So this wasn't a dish I grew up with, but there was a time before the restaurant I was traveling back to the Philippines. And I remember when I first tried it, I was just like, what is this? Like, this is an amazing dish. And it was more, it was from a city, Bacolod in the Philippines, more in the south. And what they use is like lemongrass, ginger. They use a lot of calamansi. Calamansi is like our lemon in the Philippines. And it's just grilled. And when you taste it, it's amazing.
Oh my, it is amazing. It's
yeah.
a little bit sweet. It's a little savory. It's really, really great. Thank you.
Wow.
And actually another thing. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, and it was one of those things after traveling back to the Philippines, when I came back to Toronto, I was just craving it. So I would just try different recipes, try to learn it. And this is before the restaurant. And even before the restaurant, we started catering it to different
I'm
parties.
guessing it's a big hit.
Yeah.
This is
big
awesome.
So now we still have it on the menu today.
Chef Marc, this has been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful segment. Thank you for bringing these amazing foods to us. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.